Top 10 Surprising Facts About Sperm and Semen. Where would any of us be if sperm didn't exist? In the reproductive process, the teeny tiny swimmers perform a crucial function. The milky fluid that helps them on their journey is also rather useful. That isn't to say that sperm aren't weird animals. Some people dislike the idea of sperm and sperm being so stupid. Men find it very difficult to accept the idea that there might be anything wrong with their sperm other than the fact that it's rather tough to clean off a suede jacket. The late great British comic Jeremy Hardy once joked. Sperm, on the other hand, has been the subject of a wide range of strange findings and behavior. From zero-gravity experiments to medication delivery robots, cryptocurrencies to culinary manuals, here are 10 strange facts about sperm and semen. Number 10. Ani Lu's mind-controlled sperm. Artists have come up with an infinite amount of mind-boggling ideas over the years. Few ideas are as bizarre as brain-powered sperm. Ani Lu, an MIT researcher and artist, has used cutting-edge technology to bring this strange concept to life. Lu's research-based art is known for blending science, culture, and modern technology. One of her most recent pieces, Thoughts-Controlled Spermatozoa, as an installation in which she uses her mind to control the movement of living sperm. An EEG headpiece monitors the electrical activity in the brain, which is subsequently converted to a digital signal. These pulses have an effect on the electrical charge surrounding a sample of living human sperm. Human sperm has an interesting property in that it alters its course to align with the electromagnetic field around it. Galvanotaxis is a natural mechanism that takes place in every mammalian sperm. Ani Lu's artistic adventures don't stop at mind-controlled sperm. Another of her creations, Botany of Desire, had genetically created plants that reacted to the chemicals in her lipstick. Louis retaliated by creating a work in which he kissed plants and caused them to bloom. Number 9. In zero-gravity, sperm can survive. With the help of an astronomical sperm bank, female astronauts may one day be able to populate new planets many years from now. This is the case according to a new study on sperm behavior in zero gravity. In 2019, researchers discovered that frozen sperm samples might withstand microgravity, the weightlessness that astronauts experience in space. In the investigation, the exposed samples displayed similar characteristics to those in normal gravity circumstances. The scientists examined sperm from 10 healthy donors who had been exposed to microgravity in an aerobatic plane. According to the researchers, there were no significant differences between the zero-G samples and those that remained on Earth. This isn't the first time the idea of all-female space missions has sparked interest. An hidden NASA report advised that all crews for long-haul missions be of the same gender, according to Helen Sharman, a British astronaut. According to rumors, the space agency feared that sexual desire problems might hinder the team's ability to communicate. Number 8. Sperm from the Stone Age that breaks records. In 2020, scientists made headlines when they discovered 100-million-year-old sperm, the world's oldest known sperm. Scientists from the Chinese Academy of Science discovered prehistoric sex cells preserved in an amber disc in northern Myanmar. The sperm in question is from a long-extinct ostracod species that has never been seen before. The ostracod is a strange crustacean that looks like a shrimp inside the bivalve shell of a clam, earning it the nickname seed shrimp. Although most ostracods are only 2.54 millimeters, 0.1 inch, long, their sperm can reach a length of 11.8 millimeters, 0.46 inches. The scientists identified 39 ostracods in their little sample of amber, the majority of which belonged to a species previously unknown to science. Each seed shrimp was 0.59 millimeters in length, 0.02 inches. Inside one of the females, He Wang discovered 4 eggs and a strange spooled-up clump of protein, an ostracod sperm cell from the Cretaceous age. Wang's discovery is currently known as the world's oldest verified sperm. A 50-million-year-old worm sperm recovered in an Antarctica cocoon held the previous record. Number 7. Big sperm and the semen crisis. By now I'm sure we're all familiar with the terms big tech and big pharma. What about sperm that are huge in size? As bizarre as it may seem, a slew of embryonic startup companies claim they have the solution to the sperm count crisis. Yes, there is scientific proof that we are in the midst of a sperm crisis. According to a 2017 study, sperm counts in men from North America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand have plummeted by 59.3% since 1973. Why has there been such a significant drop? Scientists are baffled. According to the British National Health Service, around 40% of the time when couples are unable to conceive, the problem is with the man. X-Seed, Yo, Track, and Legacy are just a few examples. All of these would-be market titans offer high-tech solutions for reversing the virility drop. Track, for example, offers sperm testing, freezing, and most weird of all, sperm training. Traditionally, men have viewed reproduction as primarily a female concern, says Greg Summer, the company's chief science officer. Today both men and women understand the significance of men's roles. Number 6. The reason behind animal sperm's excessive size. Across the animal kingdom, sperm comes in a variety of sizes. Take the male parasitoid wasp, for example. The length of its sex cells is 1/1000th of a millimeter. Fruit fly sperm, on the other hand, has a 6 cm 2.3 inch tail that must be coiled inside the fly to fit inside. Why is this the case though? Why do certain animals produce sperm that is more than 20 times their own body length? Stockholm University researchers decided to study in the hopes of discovering the answer. They looked at the sex cells of 3,200 different species and observed that the length of the female reproductive canal seems to determine the size of the female reproductive canal. The species female has a narrow reproductive tube, resulting in larger sperm. Because the male sex cells do not have to extend as far to reach the egg, the tract is shallow. Small sperm are abundant in external fertilizers such as fish and sea urchins. Men produce a big number of sperm to increase the chances of any reaching the eggs, since they reproduce by ejecting their sex cells into water. Number 5. Foti Fotenhauer, the semen chef. Semen is significantly more nutritious than you may imagine. Chef Foti Fotenhauer has the perfect recipe book for those who wish to make a delightful treat out of the gamete-filled fluid. Natural Harvest, a collection of semen-based recipes, was first released in 2008 and offers a wide range of experimental dinners to readers. Here's an excerpt from Amazon's description of what you can expect inside. Not only is sperm nutrient-dense, but it also has a wonderful texture and flavor. Semen has a complex and lively flavor that is reminiscent of fine wine and cheese. Semen is a low-cost product that is readily available in most, if not all, homes and restaurants. Despite its numerous advantages, semen remains underutilized as a nourishment. The goal of this book is to change that. You'll be surprised at how handy semen is in the kitchen after you get past your initial apprehensions. Semen is an intriguing ingredient that can give any dish a distinctive twist. If you're a passionate cook who isn't afraid to try new things, you'll love this cookbook. Fotenhauer's book is available online for $30 if you're interested in a sperm-filled kitchen experiment. Number 4. Drug delivery robots based on sperm. In 2018, UK researchers unveiled their design for a robotic medicine delivery system based on male sex cells. In the journal Physics of Fluids, scientists from the University of Exeter proposed the concept of microscopic swimming drones with a magnetic head and elastic tail similar to the tadpole-like shape of sperm. They explained that these tiny bots might be implanted into the human body and guided by electromagnetic currents through blood vessels. Although sperm-like robots have been proposed before, the Exeter team says that their proposal is the most cost-effective and efficient so far. The researchers were even able to construct a few prototypes to demonstrate how their novel drug delivery mechanism would work in practice. Number 3. A fertility specialist is the father of 49 kids. A Dutch fertility specialist was found to have fathered 49 children fraudulently using his own sperm in 2019 according to DNA evidence. A medical expert, Jan Carbot, exploited his position of power by impregnating a huge number of women. In the 1980s, the majority of the deception took place. Carbot was operating at the time at a clinic in Bijdorp, near Rotterdam, which collapsed in 2009 following a flurry of claims. According to the law firm Rex Advocate, there were serious concerns that Mr. Carbot used his own sperm at the facility. He was brought to court in 2017 after several of the donor children began to doubt their true origins. The doctor, who died in the same year at the age of 89, was able to collect objects from his home in order to obtain DNA evidence. In 2017, DNA testing was conducted, but the results had to be kept confidential due to continuing legal proceedings. Carbot's donor children had to wait 2 years for final court approval. Joey, one of the 49, said he was relieved to finally close the chapter on his origins. "I am able to resume my life after an 11-year search. I'm delighted to have some answers at long last." Number 2. British spies used sperm as invisible ink. Invisible ink is a must-have for any spy. Because the message is only legible once a chemical solution is sprayed, it allows you to smuggle information without being observed. The ancient Greeks and Romans are credited with developing the concept of invisible ink. During World War I, the Allied forces' favorite method of invisible communication was lemon juice. Despite its usefulness, it had serious flaws. The lemon ink could only be used on paper. Iodine was required to read the message. Worse yet, hostile soldiers detected the scent and began sniffing out citrus-scented communications. As a result, in 1915, the MI6 Secret Intelligence Service of the United Kingdom authorized its operatives to use semen as invisible ink. A British diplomat, Mansfield Smith Cumming, is said to have sought guidance from professors at London University. A spy in Copenhagen was reportedly said to have kept a bottle of sperm for this purpose. It did, however, provide a nasty odor to his compositions. Following this, Cumming is said to have had to remind his employees that each letter necessitated a new operation. Number 1. The Internet's unvaccinated sperm scandal. A slew of strange incidents have occurred after the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2020. Sperm-based money is just another news story in the whirlwind that is modern life. In some online communities, unvaccinated sperm has become a highly sought-after product. It was so popular that someone had the wonderful idea of inventing a cryptocurrency based on it. Vaccines are said to be damaging to fertility by conspiracy theorists. A group of computer enthusiasts then decided to launch Unvaxxed Sperm, a digital coin, in December 2021. According to Vice magazine, they aim to ensure the continuation of objective scientific study and freedom of expression. The concept was well received right away. At a recent anti-vax gathering in Melbourne, one protester was observed waving a placard that stated, "Unvaxxed sperm is the future Bitcoin." A cryogenically preserved sperm project and an anti-vax dating app are among the anti-vax ideas being worked on by the crypto's unknown inventors. The vaccination has caused anxiety among the creators of this cryptocurrency based on sex cells. They also appear undecided about how much they detest the vaccine. Developer Jason told a journalist, "We're not anti-vaccine," but subsequently clarified, "To a degree I'd say we are anti-vaccine."